In the last week of the regular season, you saw Isaiah King Jr. not only break the NFL single game rushing record, you saw the young fella shatter that record. But we passed the wild card round where we ended up getting a bye. We have moved on to the divisional round. We're facing the Indianapolis Colts. Now, a quick look, I'm going to show you guys teams that played last week and who was all playing this week as well. So in the wild card round, the Colts ended up beating the Raiders. Atlanta ended up losing to Dallas. Cleveland ends up beating Houston, and Arizona loses to Chicago. And in the divisional round, you're going to have the Colts playing us, Bears playing the Panthers, the Browns playing the Jets, and the Cowboys playing the Seahawks. Lots of good games this week, but you got to make sure Isaiah is on his A game. So with Isaiah being an absolute monster so far this season, we can go elusive receiving and power. Look, we're talking about playoff football. You got to be on your A game. You got to be able to run people over, especially in short yardage situations. Going power back right here, right now. He goes to a 79 overall in that area, +1 to awareness, carrying, and +2 to trucking. That's what I wanted to see. And lastly, before we start the game, I want to give you guys a quick look at the league leaders. We won't talk about the awards and MVP and things of that nature until we get a little bit deeper and past the Super Bowl. Even if Isaiah doesn't play in that, we'll still wait to that point. Sean Watson ends up leading the league with 4,400 yards passing. Touchdowns, we ended up seeing Phillip Rivers with 40, only 7 picks. Patrick Mahomes with 39, Matt Ryan, Andrew Luck, and Dwayne Haskins Jr. all ended up having 38. On the ground, Isaiah had 2,100 rushing yards out there, which puts him roughly 600 yards against the next best person, who happened to be David Johnson, who miraculously stayed healthy this year. He also had 25 rushing touchdowns, which led the league. Chris Carson only ended up being 6 behind him. And from a fumble perspective, Isaiah only had 2, which is great news for him. The receptions leader is DeAndre Hopkins with 98, and from a yardage perspective, he also led the league with 1,249, just barely edging out Julio Jones. On the touchdown side, you ended up seeing 18 from Josh Dodson. 18 of the 66 balls he caught were touchdowns. And even crazier, Trey Quinn, 13 of the 49 he caught were touchdowns. Some of these guys are putting up major numbers, but you don't see a lot of the normal guys at the top of the list for some reason. And on defense, your tackle leader was Eric Kendricks, with Miles Jack and Corey Littleton being right behind him. From a sack perspective, you see 16 by Leonard Williams, Myles Garrett a half a sack behind him, and an interception perspective, Kenny Moore II and Marcus Peters both had 5, tied for the league lead. But for this round, we are fortunate enough to be hosting the Indianapolis Colts all the way back at home. We are rocking the all-black uniforms. Why? Because the Ravens said, look, it's going to be a funeral. We're burying the Colts today. No ifs, ands, what's, buts about it. I don't care what they bring out there. Isaiah and the Baltimore Ravens are ready to get things going. So again, the playoff matchup is Indy versus Baltimore and Cleveland versus New York. It's going to be crazy to see which two teams move on. Baltimore gets the ball first. Isaiah in the backfield, and look, coach says, give the ball to the young fella and let him go to work. Hold on 1 second. The juke, the spin move. That's a deadly combo for the young fella. Even with Isaiah running like that, a big thing for the Ravens is getting Lamar Jackson going. When he is on fire, this team is completely untouchable. This ball's thrown to the right-hand side and a little bit too far to the out, and that's going to be incomplete. Second out and 10, Isaiah to the left-hand side of Lamar Jackson. Little halfback draw, Isaiah again making his way. A couple of moves up the middle, and he picks up about 6. So if you do the quick math, that means that we have 3rd down and 4 to go. Just under 7 minutes left here in the first quarter. Isaiah's wide open. This ball goes to him. It's a dot of frozen rope. Isaiah says, excuse me, I like the blocks you're throwing for me, and I'm going to click my heels like Fred Flintstone in the end zone. That's a 50-yard touchdown. Now, I would love to roast Nelson Aguilar for never catching a pass, but that man threw one heck of a block out there, so I can only be but so mad at him. We got to show love to Lamar Jackson. We just literally talked about getting that man going out here, and look at him shining bright like a diamond, like he's a big Rihanna fan. 2nd and 5 now. Lamar back in the pocket all the time in the world. Isaiah with a good little block, and unfortunately that pass is nowhere close to counting. So we tooted Lamar Jackson's horn, and then, well, that play happened. 3rd and 5. Play action fake, and all the time in the world for Lamar. Great block by Isaiah. This ball, you didn't see that coming, did you? Now, a couple of missteps on offense for us lead to Indianapolis getting the ball in good field position and then driving down for a quick score. Isaiah trying to get things going again. Nice juke move to the right-hand side. Picks up about 7. 2nd and short here. Got to get a touchdown again. We want to show Indianapolis that we are dominant. Isaiah has been in the playoffs before, and it did not end up well, and he wants to make sure that this time he goes all the way to the promised land. Nice little pickup by Lamar that leads to another 1st down. Isaiah's finding some room here. Finding his way to nearly the 1st down. I believe he's about a yard shy. running a little bit of RPO with the Ravens now. It has been pretty deadly, and with Lamar's quick decision making that has been mostly good, it's worked out in our favor pretty much every single time. That being said, it is 3rd down and inches here as the first quarter is coming down to a close. Last play of the first. Isaiah up the middle, wrapped up quickly, but he got that first down, which is what was the most important. We got 1st and 10 here again. Ball's thrown for what looked like it was about to be an interception, but it is complete. Oddly enough, that is only Lamar Jackson's 2nd completion of the day. The first one, as you guys know, was a 50-yard touchdown to Isaiah earlier on. Lamar goes for the read option, holds on to it, and as you can tell, it goes for a loss of yards. Looking for something big here. We got 3rd down, 3 yards to go, 7 minutes left here in the second quarter. Pitch out to Isaiah, looks good. Isaiah cuts back a little bit too sharply, however, but still the first down is there. Lamar looking to get that passing game established. Again, a couple of passes that have looked good. The rest of them, his timing has been completely off. Here he's going for a deep one in double coverage that is broken up. Was about to be an interception there by Geathers. Lamar's gambling. I like it, but you got to get a couple of dinks and donks before you get those big plays really pay off for you, if you ask me. Isaiah carries the load again, going 7 yards positive. Short yardage situations, we just pretty much want to give it to Isaiah to let him carry it again. Isaiah trying to find a gap. He cannot, and I believe the field goal unit is about to come out on the field. Now, while we did get a field goal, Indianapolis also got themselves a touchdown. So they are leading now by 4 points. Isaiah trying to get to the outside. Indianapolis is ready for that, however. 2nd and 9, 2-minute warnings coming up. We would love to get at least a field goal, if not a touchdown, before the half ends. Lamar's going to find Isaiah. Isaiah's going to cut back up the field. Hold on, buddy. I believe that's going to be a face mask, which should work out pretty well in our favor. And the referee, I like what he's saying right there. A big face mask is going to be in a penalty we accept and put us at the 49-yard line. 2-minute warnings coming up. Looking like a read option here again for Baltimore. Isaiah's going to hold on to it. However, Isaiah's going to power through, and we like what we're seeing there. Big opportunity to step up here for Lamar Jackson. 2nd and 3, still has not completed a whole lot of passes today. Little dump off here to Willie Snead, and that's enough for the first down and getting us a field goal range. Lamar makes a quick adjustment here from the 36-yard line, 1.5 minutes left. Oh, Lamar, he likes what he's seeing. He's running in the right-hand side. No one is even close to him. He's going to get all the way down. He cuts back into the 12. Lamar, you're crazy. I love it, though. Lamar is starting to feel it. We're here at the 12-yard line. He moves under center. Isaiah with the halfback toss in the backfield, looking for one blocker. He's got it, and ladies and gentlemen, the young fella just punted the football. Don't get a penalty, Isaiah. We'll take that celebration, though. So we're going to head into halftime, and despite us scoring pretty late there, Indianapolis scored with limited time left, and they're up 4 points going in halftime. We have got to step it up offensively, and even more, our defense has got to get us some stops out there. To make matters worse, Indianapolis has come out, and they've extended their lead. They're now up 11 points. They'll play action fake, hoping to get that defense to bite. They're dropping so many people back. Lamar's going to test one deep here. Andrews, though, with the big reception at the 42-yard line. That is exactly what you want to see, and we need to get some points on the board ASAP, because right now they are cooking our defense. Isaiah goes out to the left-hand side. He's got plenty of room. Did not see that corner coming off the edge, however, and picks up a minimal amount. Right now, we're sitting in pretty much field goal range for Justin Tucker again. Arguably the best kicker in the NFL, but Isaiah, where did his hands go? So that makes things really interesting. 3rd down and 7, we open up an opportunity where if we don't score or get some points here, Indianapolis could get some more points on the board real quick. Isaiah, however, has it, but has it dislodged at the last second by Leonard. We do not get the field goal. They get another touchdown, and we are down 18 points. This is not looking so good right now. If you remember, this is similar to what happened to Isaiah in his rookie season. He did incredibly well. The team was doing all right. Then all of a sudden, he just couldn't get it back. But Isaiah says, hold on, don't count us out just yet. The young fella is booking it. He's trying not to get caught from behind. 34 is on his case, but he says it's little too late. The young fella has went to the house. He says, look, that lead. I'm taking some points off that ASAP. As much hope as we have for this team to be able to do something big, our defense has been trash today. They have added more points on. They have 42 now, while we just have a measly 24. They have done everything they are supposed to do, while our defense has done nothing they are supposed to do. I don't even know if they've actually had really a stop out there. And Lamar, he's back to hating the grass again. This makes it 3rd down and 10 yards to go. 6 minutes left. If we don't score here, I got a feeling this game is pretty much all she wrote. Isaiah was open. Instead, it goes out to Mark Andrews, who could get out of bounds if he's smart, but he decides to stay in bounds. This could be one of the greatest comebacks of all time, or it could be one of the saddest starts to a career for Isaiah King Jr. Isaiah's out here running. He sees it. He goes up big time, and unfortunately has it ripped out from him. Second down and 10. Again, if we score here, not that bad. It's only an 11-point game if we score. Willie Snead out here on the left-hand side is going to find his way down to the 38-yard line. First and 10, running the no huddle. Isaiah's got it in the open field. The young fella's going to find his way down to the 26 now. First and 10 again. You like the sound of that. Isaiah's open here. They don't get it to him, but they do get it to, it looks like Nelson Aguilar, who's down at the 11. Little play action coming. Isaiah staying back for protection. He's got a guy across the middle. He sees two. He sees Willie Snead, who toe taps it. And hold on just a second. The Baltimore Ravens need a defensive stop or 2 or 7. They're right back in this game. They're booth reviewing it, however. I think Willie Snead was actually in, but we'll go ahead and check the tape and see what the refs and our trained eye has to actually say here. Again, I think he had a foot down before that last one. One more look at it. Oh, yeah, he gets the drag there. I think we're going to be safe. So that did count. Indianapolis turns it over. We're down 11 with a minute 53, and we have all of our timeouts. So you're saying there's a chance. Ball's going down here to Mark Andrews. He's going to fight his way through. Don't get that one punched out. He holds on to it. We're trying to keep all of our timeouts right now, because if we can keep them, we'll be in a good situation for our defense, hopefully, to do something big. We got to score quick. The halfback screen to Isaiah. Isaiah's going to move his way through. He's going to get out of bounds smartly, like a veteran move. While we don't want to fully abuse them, screens have been incredibly good for this team. Second and 4, we're going right back to it. Isaiah's open. If he can follow his blockers, this could be good. Isaiah's going to move his way down. He's got plenty of room, and he gets out of bounds again at the 28-yard line. Need Lamar Jackson to throw a dot or 2. We got press coverage on the outside for Brown. This could be the move. Ball instead goes out to the right-hand side. It is going to be batted away, which is probably good news. Second down and 10. And a couple of guys going deep. Most of our guys are going short yardage. Isaiah is going to swing to the right-hand side here. Isaiah has people on him. Instead, the ball goes to the middle. We're okay here. Going to the hurry up now. Isaiah's wide open. He comes back to the middle. Isaiah looks forward. He goes to Mark Andrews again, and Mark Andrews is down at the 7-yard line. Gotta get some points here. Second and 1. Isaiah's gonna morph his way through, but he's down at the 1. This is probably not the best decision. We probably could have went for a timeout here. Instead, we get a ball here. 9 seconds left. We're going to be down about 5 or 4 points, depending on what happens. There's a chance, but it's not looking likely. Coach is going to smartly opt to go for 2 here, because if we get 2, we're down 3. We need a miracle, but it is what it is. Lamar Jackson drops back. Isaiah plays good protection. Lamar is going to run in. We have cut the lead down to 3 with 9 seconds left. We need a miracle right now. And unfortunately, we do not recover the onside kick. Isaiah's postseason run has once again been cut short. Despite his incredible performance, his defense has let him down. Recap of the stats today. Andrew Luck went 28 for 36, 77% completion rate, over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Lamar Jackson, 17 to 27, 250 plus yards and 3 touchdowns. He started off incredibly slow, but once he got going, he was pretty good for our team. Marlon Mack goes 27 for 111 yards and 2 touchdowns. See, Isaiah goes 17 for 170 and 2 touchdowns. Even Andrew Luck had a rushing touchdown of his own. In the air, T.Y. Hilton was pretty much unstoppable, especially in the red zone. 8 for 85 with 2 touchdowns. Bunches at 7 for 68. Isaiah goes 6 for 106. Most of that is thanks to an incredible touchdown that he had early on in the game. Andrews goes 5 for 91. He was clutch, and Dotson had another touchdown. He was the league leader in receiving touchdowns, and he showed why. He's a big-time player making big-time plays today. It was harped on all season long, but Isaiah had been saying from week 1, if this season didn't end in a long postseason run, it was a failure. Despite him breaking the single season rushing record, despite him racking up all those touchdowns and all those highlight plays, the fact that once again, his defense in Baltimore has let him down has him contemplating his future. Should Isaiah stay with the Baltimore Ravens? Should he go out and try to ask for a trade or demand his release and go into free agency? There's a lot of questions, a lot of answers that we don't know. But you guys leave me a comment down below, and maybe, just maybe, we'll see in the next episode where Isaiah's future just might take him.